Found someone who's curious about sonnets.
Okay, so anything particular about
We
sonnets?
wonder, like, how many syllables does it have, like, compared to a haiku? How many lines it should have? Should it rhyme?
Okay, that's a great question. So sonnets are difficult to write. I mean, they just are. That's why some of our most prolific and famous authors are known for them, Shakespeare especially. What's cool about Shakespeare's sonnets is that we normally give them numbers because he didn't title them. We give them numbers or we title them by the very first line. So just to give you some information about sonnets, and again, just like almost everything in language arts, there are exceptions to the rules, but here are some specifics if you really want to follow the form. They are 14 lines, okay? They do follow a very strict rhyme scheme, and typically it's iambic pentameter. And especially dealing with, you know, my favorite, Shakespeare, he always used iambic pentameter, and it's very difficult to write in that way, but it gives you a little bit more understanding and maybe even more appreciation for his style. So 14 lines following that strict rhyme scheme, iambic pentameter, which is end rhymed, so A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, and then ending in a couplet that is rhymed, and that would be G, G. So the 14 lines are structured as 3 quatrains and a couplet. Okay, so you've got 4, 4, 4, and then ending in 2. And the couplet usually summarizes the theme of the poem or introduces a new look or a new theme. And so just to give you an example of a very popular sonnet, this is number 18 from Shakespeare. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. So you get day and May, temperate, and date, which is kind of a slant rhyme. To go on, sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair and fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possessions of that fair thou ownest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. And here's your couplet. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So he goes and he's talking about this person, but at the end, the couplet, which is a new introduction of a theme, says this couplet is going to give you life forever. And yes, it has, because we're still talking about it. So that's a sonnet. Lots out there, lots of different structures, but that is the Shakespearean sonnet, the most common and probably most difficult to write.